and gentlemen, welcome to our comprehensive preview of what promises to be an absolute thriller in the NRL preliminary final. The Brisbane Broncos hosting the Penrith Panthers at the Cauldron of Suncorp Stadium this Sunday at 4:05 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. With the grand final dream on the line, these two juggernauts collide in a rematch that carries the weight of seasons past and futures yet to unfold. The Broncos enter this clash riding a wave of red-hot momentum, unbeaten in their last 5 outings, including a heart-stopping 29-28 Golden Point victory over the Canberra Raiders in Week 1 of the finals. At home, they've been untouchable, winning 10 of their 14 games this season and unleashing a staggering 128 points across their last 3 Suncorp spectacles, a testament to the electric atmosphere and the side's explosive attacking flair. Led by the prodigious Reece Walsh, who's notched 6 tries in his past 5 appearances, Brisbane has transformed from early season strugglers into finals predators, hungry to erase the ghosts of their 2023 grand final heartbreak against these very Panthers. On the flip side, the Penrith Panthers, the 3-time defending premiers, have flipped the script on a horror start to 2025. Sitting dead last after 12 rounds, they roared back with 9 straight wins from rounds 13 to 23, securing a top 4 finish and now gunning for a 6th consecutive grand final appearance, a feat that would echo the legendary St. George Dragons of the 1960s. Their finals form has been clinical, a gritty 24-8 elimination of the New Zealand Warriors followed by a demolition of the Canterbury Bulldogs, 46-26, where they posted a perfect 20/20th completion rate in the first half. Nathan Cleary, the maestro halfback, remains unbeaten in his last 26 daytime games, his most recent daytime defeat dating back to round 19, 2019, against the Raiders. With the same 17 that has terrorised opponents all year, Penrith's pack, spearheaded by the relentless Moses Leota and Isaiah Yeo, will look to grind down Brisbane's forwards early, setting the platform for their backline wizards like Brian Tuo, who scored 17 tries in 17 finals games. This isn't just a semi-final, it's a clash of eras, Brisbane's youthful exuberance versus Penrith's battle-hardened dynasty. Expect over 50,000 Broncos faithful to turn Suncorp into a fortress, but the Panthers have thrived in hostile environments before. As the sun sets on the September showdown, one thing's clear: only one team advances to immortality, and the other faces an agonizing off-season tune-in as we dissect the tactics, the stars, and the stakes that make this matchup a modern NRL classic. Diving deeper into the squads, the Broncos have pulled off a masterstroke with the returns of their dynamic duo, halfback Adam Reynolds and 5'8" Ezra Mann, both sidelined by hamstring injuries but now primed to inject creativity and control into Brisbane's engine room. Reynolds, the veteran general with a laser-guided boot, missed 5 games but slots straight back in at number 7, shifting Ben Hunt to 5'8", a partnership that could unlock defences with their short kicking game and quick hands. Mam, the 21-year-old prodigy, takes a bench spot alongside Kobe Hetherington, Xavier Willison, and Ben Talty, ready to spell the halves and ignite second-phase plays. The backline remains a nightmare for opponents. Reece Walsh at fullback, flanked by wingers Josiah Karapani and Dane Mariner, with centres Kotoni Staggs and Gahamat Shibasaki forming a brick wall in defence while offering try-scoring menace. Up front, it's a forward pack rebuilt for finals fury. Corey Jensen and Payne Haas anchoring the props, Corey Pakes at hooker, Brendan Piakura and Jordan Ricky on the edges, and Tyson Smoothie locking it down. However, the absences sting. Captain Pat Carrigan is suspended, leaving a leadership void, while Billy Walters is out long-term with an ACL tear, and Selwyn Cobbo was surprisingly dropped after a hamstring scare. Reserves Jesse Arthurs and Jack Gosiewski provide depth, but Brisbane's spine must fire perfectly to counter Penrith's grunt. The Panthers, true to their no-nonsense ethos, name an unchanged 17, a luxury few teams enjoy in finals week. Dylan Edwards patrols fullback with his trademark reliability, backed by wingers Paul Alamodi and Brian Tuo, whose speed and finishing have been lethal. Centres Isaac Tago and Casey McLean, the latter cleared from a hip knock, bring power and agility, while Blai's Talonga partners Nathan Cleary in the halves, Talonga's youthful energy complementing Cleary's genius. The forward battery is a rolling maul. Props Moses Leota and Lindsay Smith, hooker Mitch Kenny, second rowers Scott Sorensen and Liam Martin, fit despite rib concerns, and lock Isaiah Yeo, the evergreen workhorse. Interchange options Brad Schneider, Liam Henry, Isaiah Papali'i, and Luke Garner offer fresh legs and versatility, with reserves Dane Laurie and Matthew Eisenhuth as cover no major injury clouds here, just pure, unadulterated Panthers machine. Key battles loom large. Haas versus Leota in the engine room could dictate territory, while Staggs versus Tago pits brute force against finesse in the centres. Reynolds' return adds cunning to Brisbane's attack, but Cleary's undefeated daytime streak looms like a dark cloud. This lineup symmetry underscores the final's ruthlessness. One tweak, one moment, and the narrative shifts. As coaches Kevin Walters and Ivan Cleary finalize their game plans, remember, in prelims, depth wins wars, not just battles. The Broncos' home soil resilience meets Penrith's finals pedigree head-on. Who blinks first? Historically, this fixture crackles with intensity. The Panthers hold the recent edge, thumping the Broncos 32-8 in their sole 2025 encounter during Magic Round at Suncorp, where Penrith's forwards suffocated Brisbane's ruck and Cleary orchestrated a clinical rout. All time, it's tighter. 24 wins apiece across 48 meetings, but Penrith's 4 straight victories in Brisbane since 2020 tilt the scales toward the visitors. The 2023 Grand Final, a 26-24 Panthers triumph sealed by a late Clearer penalty, still haunts Broncos fans, fueling their quest for revenge. Yet, Brisbane's finals fortress at Suncorp is legendary. 9 wins in their last 10 playoff games there, including ban-burners against the Storm and Cowboys. This backdrop sets up a tactical arm wrestle. Expect the Broncos to unleash a high-tempo, wide attacking game, leveraging Walsh's elusiveness and Hunt Reynolds' combo for offloads and grubbers that exploit tired defences. Their edge and speed, Mariner and Karapani bombing wings, could stretch Penrith's edges, especially if Mam's bench injection sparks a mid-game surge. Defensively,